Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Luke Rangel, and I want you to know that I get it. I know how you are feeling because I used to be there, working out nonstop, only to see little to no results, eating as healthy as I could, only to gain weight, or even worse, constantly losing the same 10 pounds over and over again, driving myself crazy. I'm also here to tell you that it is not your fault. These big corporations are here for one thing, and that's to make money off of us, trying to tell us what to eat so they can make a capital gain while we spend our hard-earned money going from one fitness program to the next just to try to feel like our old selves again. I'm here to tell you the truth, to tell you the secrets that trainers and gurus make you pay thousands of dollars for, and how simple it can be to live the life you have always wanted. My name is Luke Rangel, and this is Transformation Secrets. What up, everybody? It's my favorite part right there. All right, guys. So I wanted to touch base on today because I was part of actually our Mindset Secrets series that we talked about on Sunday. If you're able to watch it, if not, it's right here in the group. You could watch it, or if you're listening on the podcast, it's on the podcast as well. And it just hit me late last night when I usually get the majority of my ideas. Have you guys ever noticed that? Side talk. The majority of my ideas always come like when I'm laying in bed or in the middle of my workout, right? Like that runner's high, it's so true, but of course it doesn't have to be runners. Usually if your heart is just beating for about 20 minutes, you get into like, your mind just kind of opens up. And so I always try to keep my phone next to me when I work out, which I love and hate at the same time, to write down all the notes and ideas that I get. Anyways, back to the topic. So the hardest thing that I believe by far to get the results that you want is breaking down who you used to be, right? So what happens is, and this is probably going to be a 3-part series. Today is more of an overview, and then I'll kind of break down little specific stuff over the next 2 days or whatever, 2 times throughout this week that I do this, and on what I did specifically. But the hardest thing is we constantly know what we have to do, right? Like, okay, maybe need to eat some more vegetables. Maybe I need to start working out. I need to do this. I need to do that. Like, we know what habits that we need to do, but what we don't realize is the habits that we have to get rid of, right? Like, imagine like you're a cup or whatever you want. I don't know. It's a terrible analogy. But imagine there's a cup. You have a cup. You don't have to be the cup. There is a cup, and you're pouring water into the cup, right? And let's say it's full. So you have a full cup of water. Now that full cup of water is pretty much your life, right? You are doing so much every single day. You can't add more water without it overflowing. And that's the same thing that it is with our habits. You can't just keep adding more and more and more habits into a full cup, right? Into a full life. You have to first pour out some water. You have to pour out your old habits to make room for new habits. And that right there is the absolute hardest thing to do, because your habits are who you are. Your habits are your identity. Some of your habits you've been doing your entire life, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 60 years, right? That is who you are. So imagine how hard it is to stop doing something that you've been doing for 30 years. But that is what you have to do to become the person you want to become, right? If you listen to the last mindset training, I talked about like you have to have that vision. You have to visualize yourself. Like, so in this group, what are your goals? Do you want to lose 20 pounds? Do you want to lose 50 pounds? Do you want to lose over 100 pounds? Do you not want to lose any weight and you just want to tone up? So you have to become that person. So the best thing to do right now, today, some action steps to do today. Who is that person that you want to become? Not what result do you want, but think of the person that is 100 pounds less. Who is that person? Because that person is not who you are today, or else you would already have that result, right? And the biggest mistake is a lot of times people wait till they get that result until they start saying, okay, now that I lost 100, I need to start doing this. No, you have to start doing now to become that person. Actually, you have to become that person today to get that result. And so, one of the hardest things that I did, so backstory on myself before I became this fitness guy, right? Throughout the 5 years of me personally struggling, not getting the results I wanted, but I was putting in the effort, like effort as in I was going to the gym every single day, I was eating as healthy as I could, I was making the sacrifices I thought I needed to make. But this was my lifestyle, right? From age 20 to 25, during the toughest times of my life, because of my habits, I drank almost every single day. Like it was Margarita Monday, it was Taco Tuesday, it was wine on Wednesday, it was Thirsty Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday we party, and then Sunday fun day. Literally, that was my life for about 5 years. And imagine me being a 25-year-old person finally deciding I don't want this life anymore. I want to get the results that I've been telling myself I've been wanting for the last 5+ years. Now, I couldn't just start like eating healthier, things like that. I had to get rid of all these habits that I've been doing for 5+ years to become this new person. So literally overnight, because the pain was strong enough, I pretty much stopped drinking. Well, I stopped drinking every single day. I still had drinks like one day of the week or something like that. But I stopped hanging out with people that I knew were going to bring me down. I stopped doing so much stuff, and I'll get more into that in the next two things I talk about this. But the hardest thing, so draw a line. So today, if you are 100% serious about reaching the goals that you put yourself out to, the reason why you joined this group, the extra stuff that you wanted, the free content that we give, this is by far the most important, but this is also by far the thing that nobody wants to do, is where you're at today, draw a line. So for me, I'm 33 years old. Today's August 4th. Draw a line. August 4th, 33 years old. Anything that happened from this second to my past is gone. I am no longer that person. Now, where do I want to be a year from now? Imagine who that is, and right now, that's the person I become. And that is the only way I'm going to become that person that I want to become a year from now. So if you're here and you want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, draw a line right now. This moment, from whoever you were now to the past, is gone. That person is dead. Burn them. Like, you don't need them anymore. They lived your past. You had a good time, but that is not who you want to be anymore. And that is dragging you down, and that is keeping you from your true happiness right now. Now, who is the person that you want to be? What is that result? Whatever that is, become that person now, and I guarantee you will reach that person a lot faster than you have been. All right. So this is by far, as you can tell, it's extremely hard because there's relationships you probably will no longer have. There's a lot of fun stuff that you're not going to do anymore. But once you stop doing it, you realize it wasn't that fun. And there's more things that take the place of it because you now have room to fill that gap with things that you actually enjoy, for things that are actually fulfilling to you. Not the immediate satisfaction, but the long-term satisfaction. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So the next 2 times I talk about this, maybe 1 time, we'll find out. I'm going to kind of go into a little bit more details of what I personally had to do. And hopefully my goal out of all of these is that you could relate to it and start making the changes in your life to get the results that you want. All right, guys, have a wonderful Tuesday. Peace.